Right, students. Shall we start? So breakfast completed. Completed or not completed? Completed. Reading notes completed. Not completed. Reading notes completed. No. Breakfast completed. What is the use of that? No use, no? No use. Right. So let us move to the. Just wake up. Because if you say these things, I will feel a very bad. What I asked, what he's saying, just wake up. You try to sleep again. Now I'll start here, students. Now, today I will keep the notes for you people. We'll keep link up the notes link. Google Classroom link. When do you get Google Classroom link? వీళ్ళు ఏదైనా ఒకళ్ళని పంపించి తెప్పించండి. ఇప్పుడే తెప్పించు. ఇప్పుడే at the end of the class. At the end of the class. Okay. So at the end of the class, you have the scanner there and you can scan it. You will get my notes. So I'll start the session and we'll continue and we will introduce the programmatically now. So let us start with last class I said how to install third-party module and how to install it in the command prompt I said and how to install in the Python and how to take care about in Jupyter Notebook also how to take care I said and how to install also I will show you. First, let me enter into the coding. After showing one or two coding segments, some differences I'll tell. Then I'll tell you the installation procedure. Just follow my schedule of action of in the class. Okay. So I'm going to talk about. So 2 minutes I will talk about history of NumPy. I will talk for 2 minutes. Then I will go for entering into. Then when this NumPy is coming, then what will be the comparison with Python programming I'm going to tell. So comparison of Python features with the NumPy features. Then how to use the NumPy feature and how to use NumPy features in Python. How to use NumPy features in Python. There I'm going to enter into the subject part. From there on onwards, we will enter into the NumPy features only in the classroom. Start up. Right. So students, basically NumPy programming purpose is the purpose of NumPy. The first statement I'm writing is a very, very important. The purpose of NumPy. Majority of the times I will use my explanation for this. You don't write it. Don't write it. Anybody don't write it because if you write in the notes, I will get some tension first of all. Because what you will write in the notes, I don't know. That's why I only will give my notes. After going to home, you try to use it, right? So new student, other batch student. Can you stand up once? One small question. Because other batch student means I'll get lub dub, my heart will be like this. Because whether you will catch my points or not, that is my little fear. Other than that, nothing. How many data types are there in Python? 2 types. Number 1, scalar data type and collection data type. Under scalar, what are those? Don't know. Should have. So how many data types are there? 14 data types are there. Right. Please change it. I'll give my notes for you people very soon. Within 5 days, I'll give my notes to try to follow that. So the purpose of NumPy is that to organize the elements to organize the elements in the form of arrays, and to perform to perform operations to perform operations in the form of array notations. To perform array based operations, I'm going to write it. Array based operations with complex mathematical calculations. Complex mathematical calculations. We are going to use it. That complex mathematical calculations may be probability, maybe linear algebra, maybe statistics, maybe general mathematics, whatever it might be, the complex mathematical calculations are coming. We go for NumPy. In machine learning, you take it. Deep learning, you take it. AI, in data science, wherever complex mathematical calculations are there, those functions are available in NumPy. Plus, all the elements are organizing in the form of arrays. So, like C++ programming, we are having the concept of what? Arrays. We are having the concept of what? Arrays. In C++ also, C language also, Java language also, there is a concept of arrays is there. But in Python, there is no direct concept of arrays. Arrays in Python, nothing but learning about what? NumPy. So more number of questions are coming in 2025 selection process of our students. If you see, compulsory out of 3-4 questions, 2 questions will be compulsory from Pandas and NumPy. And what questions will be coming? I am having a list of that I will be showing in the class. So what is the use of NumPy? To organize the elements in the form of arrays and to perform array based operations with complex mathematical calculations. And that too, the arrays, if you take it, I'll talk about what is an array. Everything is my responsibility to give you. To store the data in one dimensional, to store the data in two dimensional, to store the data in n dimensional. N dimensional. What is 1D? What is 1D? One dimensional. What is 2D? Two dimensional. What is ND? Hey, aim knowledge dabba. Super knowledge. This is called waste. That knowledge is waste. Because day one I said, don't become that type of full form answer students. Now I will tell you what is meant by 1D, one dimensional, 2D, two dimensional, 3D, three dimensional. This is not correct answers. What you say, the full form outside people, everybody is full form, full form, full form. That's why no jobs will be coming. I'll explain to you what is the meaning of this entire thing. My dear students, the meaning of array, the meaning of array is organizing homogeneous elements in a single variable in a consecutive memory locations is called what? Array. A group of students in the class is called what? Array. A group of soldiers in the unit is called an array. A group of teachers is called array. A group of mobiles array. So any kind of homogeneous elements is called as what? Array. So array contains which elements? Homogeneous organization of elements in a single variable in consecutive memory locations is called what? Array. Understand? Right. So for my satisfaction, what is the definition of array? An array is a collective name. An array is a collective name. That means one name. Under that, group of homogeneous elements will be stored in a consecutive memory locations is called array. In our C language, C++, our sir said, array is a collection of similar data types. They will say blunder, topmost blunder. It is not a collection of similar data types. It is a collection of similar values. Stored in where? Single variable of consecutive memory locations. In my class, all the students who are there in my class are stored in my class only. So my name is what? Array name. Under that, all group of students are available in my class or not? So my students are called what? Elements. What is my name? Array name. Array name. Both offline students and online students. 410 online students, almost 300 students in offline. They are all comes under what? Array of elements. And my name is called what name? Is a single name. Array name it is called. So my name most effectively, I can store it by using the concept of what? NumPy. Python also stores, but differences I want to show. So industry uses Python related array based or NumPy related array based. I'll give you some programmatic differences. So the first question will come in interview point of view. Why you are going to use NumPy in almost all the modern industry nowadays? Why you are not using Python related kind of arrays like a list data type? Which data type? List data type. List is one of the data type. Under list category, set category, 14 varieties of data types is set. My dear students, to do this kind of activity, in the olden days, that is called before this kind of thing, there is a scientist called there is a scientist called Jim Hungunian. Jim Hungunian. So this is called one scientist name I am writing. Jim Hungunian. He developed a library called numeric library. What is the name of the library, students? Numeric library. He developed the library in the olden days. This person developed this library. This deals with what? Numerical values to organize in the form of arrays and doing some operations like that, doing some complex calculations. But in the present world, to meet with the current demands of the industry, the numeric library was not able to meet the current industry. In the year, in the year 2005, in the year 2005, the scientist name called what called Travis Oliphant, Oliphant, Travis Oliphant, ETAL. Yesterday I shown you during my installation time. I shown you Travis Oliphant, and he is the one. He developed a module called what? NumPy. NumPy developed a module called NumPy. Some people will say NumPy package also they will say, dear students, and they will see here module package, but it's not a matter here. I strictly say it is a module only. Package no use for me. Package is nothing but in my class. Package is nothing but what is like a cover page. Cover page. Package is something like a cover page. If you don't have an idea about the package, which I did not discuss so far, package is something like an outer layer. Inside what are present? Modules will present. Inside the module, who will be there? Global variables, function names, and then class names will be there. So NumPy is called one package. Inside the package, NumPy module is there. Package is after all one folder. In that folder, there is a module called NumPy. When I'm downloading from GitHub, from yesterday, which I said to you, what is getting installed? NumPy module is installed. NumPy dot. Package dot, we don't write it. Module dot, we will write it. That's why we supposed to call it as module. But in internet and all those things, they will write something like a package, that you least bother about it. NumPy module you need to say. Are you able to follow now? So NumPy module is developed. This module, NumPy module, NumPy module developed by this person called what Travis Oliphant in C language for fastest execution purpose, plus used Python language for comfortability for writing the coding. They used both these languages in development of which language? NumPy. So if you go for anybody else is asking this NumPy, you try to remember the scientist name and then you need to go for in which year. That is not necessary. In which language it is developed, you need to know. So Python uses which module? NumPy. So Python is one of the embedded programming language. In the features of Python, there are 11 features which I detailedly explained in the class. So Python is one of the embedded and extensible programming language. So Python is using what modules in my Python here? NumPy. So how to use NumPy in my Python class? How to use NumPy? Import NumPy as what? This is one way I can use. This is one way I can use. One more way is also there. Import NumPy is a module name. Suppose if I want to use module related global variables, function names, and then class names, every time I write NumPy dot, NumPy dot, NumPy dot, it takes a lot of typing work for me. I will take it as one alias name. I will take alias name KVR. I can take my name. I can take your name also. Pankaj. I can take the student name called Pankaj. I can take something like NP NumPy as N. I will take something like NumPy as NP. Shortcut, like an alias name. Your name. Your parents are taking some nickname, right or not? You can take it. You can also take this way also from NumPy, from NumPy, from NumPy. Import what features you want to take it. ND from NumPy array. Next is called what? A range. A range. I'm going to use next is called what? Zeros. Next is called I. Next is called identity. Like that, I will write some hundreds of functions. I can write it. What these are all called, Bound? These are all called functions present in which module? NumPy. These many number of ways I can go for it. Almost I said in my class about import, 7 varieties of syntaxes I used to tell. 7 varieties of syntaxes I used to tell. No faculty can explain that many number of syntaxes in Python, but I gave you. And if it is anybody else which is batch is not covered, I'll give my notes for you. With Python notes you can take. So overall together, NumPy as NP. What is this NP is called? Alias name of which module? Right. So we will concentrate on these two syntaxes. And basically, I will follow this kind of module. Are you following me now? Right. Shall I move forward? Right. Now, students, now I'm going to take it. Who is the father of NumPy module? Travis Oliphant. So Python is called what? Guido van Rossum. And Python module I'm using inside of NumPy, and the NumPy modules I can use inside of our Python program also. Extensible as well as embedded features, both of them are going to be done. So now I'm going to enter into the most important thing I'm going to enter comparison of Python features with what? NumPy features. And how to use NumPy features in Python is our discussion will be starting. So students, when I'm going to enter into this place separately, I would like to carry this Python features you said. Now tell me, NumPy is meant for which purpose? NumPy is meant for which purpose? Everybody need to answer. It is meant for array-based programming. That is called array-based organization. Plus complex mathematical calculations can be done with NumPy. That is our basic criteria. Are you following that? So I will go to, already I said to you, PyCharm if you take it. PyCharm if you take it. In the last moment of it, I already took it, that part. In this place, I will just take it. In the last class, what I took it, just to try to close this PyCharm. Online students, other batch students, I heard that you people got from different place. I heard about it from different students. They all only taught only in ideally they got it. I got from different students yesterday they met. Their teacher taught only on Python ideally throughout the entire course. That is a useless approach. No company will use ideally. They will use PyCharm, Jupyter Notebook, all real-time IDs like that only they will use it. So this is what our yesterday's class I used it. I hope you are all remembering this. So this part, when I was going to use it, yesterday's class, when you are remembering that settings, if we go to that Python interpreter, here I'm going to get it. There is a NumPy here. I can uninstall and install. Yesterday I said how to install. Suppose if I uninstall, it will be getting removed. It is getting removed. Once it gets removes, once it get removes, it is going to be getting some red underline, and you are going to get that module is not found. You are getting module not found because it's a third party module. How do you install? How do you install? Come on, go to that settings, go to the place. Here plus is there, pip is there. Already you know what is the pip yesterday. So go to plus. So it is connecting to whom? GitHub. From there I need to get it what my NumPy. So please look at all of you. Please observe this NumPy module. What you are getting it. Author name you got it. It is the fundamental package for array computing in Python. So arrays in Python, the first question comes in interview point of view. I will exclusively gives you what are the questions coming in NumPy level. What my students faced it, I will give you almost 100 plus FAQs I will give you. In that you will be getting the questions from that place only. Okay. So NumPy is meant for what? Array based computing. So this is an author of it. I need to install. So let us get install here. This is after getting install clicking. You say close and say OK. This starts going to be installing. In the bottom line, you see all of you. In the bottom line, you see it is getting installing. All the students in the online. Bottom line getting installed here. And you will be getting, once this getting this publications done, you will be getting this red underline getting removed and you will be getting successfully installed it and you are getting the version called 2.3.4. Clear? Well, but at the same time, today I will use a Jupyter notebook, student. I will use a Jupyter notebook installation process, maybe telling in 1 or 2 days. In a couple of days, I will tell. Meantime, you try to use PyCharm only. Try to use PyCharm only. This I will try to use here also. Jupyter notebook also I will try to show you. Some activities I'm going to take up here also. Now I'm going to take up. This is a browser-based IDE. I'll give you an introduction to this part also after 1 or 2 days, not immediately now. Use PyCharm here. So here I'm going to say import NumPy as NP, NumPy as NP here, as NP here. Now I'm going to write it NP dot underscore underscore version. I'm going to write it underscore underscore version. I'm writing. This is called an official version even in the industry is using. Is it necessary to install NumPy here? No, because this was already present inside the Jupyter notebook. Good. Now I'm going to enter into the subject area. Students, Python features. Python feature, which Python concept allows us to store group of similar type of values? Which Python concept, which Python concept allows us to store group of values, I mean to say group of values allows us to use group of values. What values? Values similar type, similar type, similar type plus what? Different type, different type with unique plus duplicates, with unique plus duplicates. Very good. This concept you need to catch me because I was trained you Python as a world-class concepts I was explaining. You take my Python notes and compare with other batches of any institute, that is just a zero in front of our notes. So such a beautiful notes in that there is a concept called what? List. List. So immediately you are straightforward going for what concept? List data type you are going to take it. List data type. Already you know what is a list, right? So about list, I almost gave you 6 hours or 5 hours minimum. I was explained about list, inner list, inner list, right? So that concept I need already, whether you know that knowledge or not. Other batch students, whether you know it or not, I don't know, but that knowledge is required. So data types knowledge is completely required. So list LST is equal to, I'm going to take it 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 10, 20, I am going to take it. It is a group of elements of which type? Similar type. Similar type. So people can treat it as what? Can be treated as an array itself. Can be treated as an array itself, no problem. But if I store the elements in array like that, what will be the drawback will be coming? If I store the same kind of elements by using which concept? NumPy, what will be the extra wonderful benefits you will be getting? I'm trying to use it. No doubt in that Python is a default language in where data science, artificial intelligence, many languages. But why Python list is not regularly using in NumPy in AI and all those places. Why they are using NumPy pandas everywhere else? Because of some extra benefits are available. That extra benefits I want to tell you in the classes. So my class concept is going to start with differences, similarities between. So I'm going to start with similarities, similarities between, similarities between what values? Between list and what? NumPy. List and NumPy. List and array. List and NumPy. Spell out. List and NumPy. List belongs to what? Python here. So I'm going to have the comparison between Python features with NumPy. And which concept allows us to store group of values, similar type, different type, unique and duplicates? List. Tuple also there. Tuple is belongs to what? Immutable. List belongs to what? Mutable. Mutable. Set allows us to go to same thing, but only unique values only coming. Duplicate values are not coming. But I need to have array means what? Similar type plus duplicates type. All types I want. That's why I will go for what? List is the best data type in among all the data types to achieve this kind of concept. So people thinks what in Python? When they are dealing with arrays in Python means straightforward, they will go to what? List. I am telling that use what? NumPy instead of list. Sir, what are the technical evidences, technical practical illustrations? I want to go for it. So first I will go to the similarities. Later, I will go to the differences. With practical examinations, I want to give you. So differences between differences between list and what? NumPy. Shall we start? Right. Students, list data type, list data type, list data type, and NumPy programming, NumPy programming, the first part of it allows us to store, allows us to store, allows us to store multiple values of same type plus what type? Different type in which object? Single object. That is the first point I want to say. That is one thing. Already you are well acquainted with this kind of thing. In NumPy programming, you will learn left and left finger once you know data types very well. Some students who don't know data types, it is like a Greek and Latin when I am speaking about it. So when you come to this NumPy list kind of thing, when I take it, it is taking what? Multiple values of same type and different type and single object. Next one is both both list type and what? NumPy type, NumPy type objects belongs to mutable. Mutable. Already you know what is mutable. Mutable means what? Value can be changed at the same address. Mutable means changeable, immutable means not changeable. That is the Greek and stories you don't tell. Mutable objects are those which are possible to change the values at the same address. That is an important. Immutable objects are those which is having two properties. One is item assignment does not allow, and a value cannot be modified at the same address. Value modified, whose address kept into new address. That is called actual meaning of mutable and immutable. If you see mutable means changeable, immutable means not changeable. That is the Greek and Latin stories. Nobody will listen. That is a blunder, first of all. And I shown you in the classroom very practical about address-based things I shown you. So what I am trying to say, both of them are belongs to what? Mutable. Mutable means I already said to you, they are going to contain modification at which address? Same address. Very good. Now I am going to take up both these kind of things. Both these kind of things are iterable. Both these kind of objects are called what? Both list type and NumPy type objects belongs to iterable. Iterable means what? Iterable and non-iterable objects. Iterable objects are those which contains one or more elements. Non-iterable object contains only one element. So belongs to which objects? iterable objects. These are the differences between both of them, similarities between both of them. And that is very simple. Now I am going to enter into the differences between list and what? NumPy. Now I am going to start here. Dear students, first time I am coming to this NumPy. Once again, you try to answer it. What is the purpose of NumPy? To store array-based computing and performs complex mathematical operations. So in the entire NumPy programming, we are going to store the data in the form of arrays and doing various calculations. Now, in NumPy, there is one type of class is available. In NumPy, there is one type of class is available. NumPy is called what I said. It is a module. It is a module which contains one type of class whose name is ndarray. What is the name of the class? ndarray, which is called one of the class name. It acts as a data type there. In NumPy, the total data organized in one object. In Python, how many objects data can be stored? 14 data types. 14 objects data can be stored. In NumPy, data can be stored in only one object. The entire NumPy programming, data can be stored in one object. What is that object? ndarray class object. In Pandas, the total data stored in two places, three places. One is a series object, one more is a data frame object, one is a panel object. Three objects. When you go to the pandas, we'll discuss. So when you come to NumPy, in NumPy, data can be stored in the form of arrays. In the form of arrays. I said to you, these arrays are going to be stored in the object of which class? In the class called what? NumPy dot ndarray. ndarray. Other batch students need to take care about it. ndarray is called what? Class name. Belongs to which module? NumPy. And it is going to be ndarray is called a class. Belongs to which one? NumPy. So what is that? N stands for 1D array, 2D array, 3D array. Like that, it is called N represents 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So that ND stands for what? N dimensional. So tomorrow somebody asks you what is ND array. Don't try to tell to interviewer it is N dimensional. ND array is one of the class whose object allows us to store the data in the form of 1D, 2D, and 3D. 3D. Right now in the practical life, we have what? We have practical life. What we have? We have only 3D. To paste this in. So we have only what? 3D are there, right or not? 3D pictures are only available, right? So three-dimensional matrices are used in 3D matrices over there. Hmm? Hmm. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. నేను అక్కడికి డైవర్ట్ చేస్తాను వాళ్ళకి మీరు ఎలా చేస్తారో చూసుకోండి రైట్ సో స్టూడెంట్స్ QR code also ready for you and boys you QR code one side you scan it and girls one more side is there you try to scan both of them right and regularly we don't have a regular like a Google Classroom. We have Google Drive only because this many students accommodate in Google Classroom require 6 to 7 Google Classrooms required. That's why I'll keep it in a Google Drive. In the Google Drive only, you will get my total notes. The once the class is over, you will get my notes. Okay. So girls will have separate scanner over there. You try to take it. Online students of online admin also need to post the same kind of Google Classroom Drive link. Post it immediately. Now I'll go to ndarray class name stores the data in the form of what? Come on, NumPy data stored in the form of arrays in the object of which one? ndarray. So what is ndarray? Class whose object allows us to store the data in the form of one-dimensional array, 2D array, ND array. So they will ask you what is ND array. What you have to say? It is a class whose object allows us to store the data in the form of arrays. How many arrays? Three, one-dimensional, two-dimensional, n-dimensional. That ND can be, three can be, four can be. What is that? What is the 2D ND also? I will introduce slowly one by one. Because it's not all of a sudden introducing 1 or 2 days. I'm not telling. I'm telling a detailed explanation about this ND arrays. So I'm coming back to this. So I'm going to enter into the place. Now I'm going to enter into this place, giving you what will be the first point of it here to understand. Here, list-based applications, list-based applications, list-based applications are called list-based values or vector are not possible to perform, are not possible to perform vector-based operations, vector-based operations. Some small confusion will be coming because beginning I'm using most technical words. Vector-based operations are not possible to perform with list. Whereas with what? NDRA objects. NDRA objects directly. What is an NDRA? Class of which module? NumPy model. Array objects performs which operations? Vector based operations. Let me show you the difference between both of them. I will use Google Class. This one I will use it. Come to the example. I'll show the point here. I'll show my practical points here. How I do the Python programming? Anything we talk, we need to have a coding for it. Something like that I'm using. Shall we start? Right. Look at that. Now I'm going to take up vector-based operation. I'm going to take vector-based operation. It is a comment I'm writing here. Vector-based operations. I'm going to take it. Take LST is equal to 10, 20, 30, 50. I'm going to take it. 10, 50, 40, 50. So first keep the mobile in the back. For every 10 minutes, you are taking mobile and then watching and keeping there and sitting in the first row. Messages, urgent messages. Then why are you taking every 10 minutes and watching and keeping there? This is what we are losing our commitment. So this is the one. Now I'm asking, how do you increment every value of list by 1? How do you increment every value of list by 1? I should get 11, 21, 31, 41, 51. How do you increase the value of list by 1? For that, if you want to do it, you cannot do LST is equal to LST plus 1 is not possible to do. Our feel is like that, but you cannot do. Because of plus, what will happen? It is going to merge. In our Python classes, I used to tell the concept called extend. Extend. If you remember, our list contains 12 functions are there. The last function I said extend. No faculty will tell functions. In any other batches, if you see, they don't explain functions. They'll tell only theory and they will leave it. They don't explain functions. Like how we shown you in the Python classes, I will show them because they need to realize what is the real meaning of Python. Every student has to realize, right? Because we want to help to the student like anything. Help of list. No faculty will explain that. Directly in front of them, I am showing. This is called the class called a list. I have seen some students' notes yesterday. They said list is a keyword, they said. List is not a keyword. List is a class. List is a class. Under that, see how many functions are there, which I said in the class to you in the day one only. Append, clear, copy, count, extend, index, insert, pop, etc. There is a function name called what? Extend. This is no teacher will tell except me. You know how big notes I gave you, how big applications we discussed it. They don't explain. That's why they are all what meant for writing exams only in the academics, buying the RTC ticket. RTC ticket ఏంటది? అది memo. Memo is called RTC ticket. There is an RTC ticket. But after going to the company, the ticket, if you show, there is a journey is over, you try to bring out your skill set. Understand or not? So this extend, I am using this extend. Extend is for what? Merging of two lists. So that merging of two things, if you take it, In our regular Python sessions, if you take it, in this case, if you take data types, under the list data type, predefined functions in list, this is going to be more useful to you people. When you come to this list place, extend. Here you see extend. Extend syntax number one, extend syntax number two, plus symbol is I am using it. Today I am using what here? Plus symbol. It will give you what? Type error. It will give you type error. It is giving type error here. Can only concatenate list to what? List. It cannot go for performing vector based operation. What is the vector based operation? Incrementing the value of list by some numerical value. Numerical value. A single value want to increment with every list element. How do you do this activity generally in Python? If you want to do it, you need to go for what? Taking one empty list. I will take one empty list. LST1 is equal to like this. For value in LST, for value in LST, LST1 dot append of what? Value plus 1 I will write it. Value plus 1 I will write it. And print of LST1 I will write it. Then only we are going to get 11, 21, 31, 41, 51. Are you getting it? Directly you cannot do it on where? LST. That is called what? Vector based operations. If you want to do it in Python, I have to write a big code for it. I have to write a big code, right? But when you want to come to this place called what? NumPy, you need not write such a big code. That means when you go to data analysis and data analytics, if you go, there is a minimal Python code only you are using and the maximum benefits you are going to get it. So overall together, what I am trying to say, LST1 is equal to LST plus 1, which is known as what here, vector based operation we can call, that vector based operations not possible. I am going to say here. It is not possible. It is giving what? Error. This type of operation I want to do with what? NumPy. So how to do it, sir? Now I am going to take it. Vector based operations with what? List data type. Possible or not possible? Not possible. So how do you make it possible? Now I am going to come to this place. Come to the next cell. I'm going to enter into that with what here? ndarray object. ndarray object of what? NumPy. So how to do, sir? Already I am having what here? List is there. So I want to do which operation? Vector based operation. I have big data in my list. I will convert into what type? ndarray object. Already in Python, we are converting list into tuple, tuple into dict into. There are so many conversions I said. So many conversions I said. So many typecasting functions. How many typecasting functions I said? 13 typecasting techniques I said. 16 combinations I said. ఈ 16, 13 కు ఆ 13 దీనికి తీసుకురాగానే ముద్దు. So we are going to have what? 13 typecasting techniques are different. 16 combinations are different. Already I said separately for you. Separate notes, beautiful notes I said. So today I'm converting what? Convert. I'm going to use it. Convert which object? Traditional Python list object into. Convert list object into ndarray object of what? NumPy. Of NumPy. Sir, how many techniques are there, sir? Virtually speaking, there are almost 35, 40 techniques are there. 35 to 40 techniques are there. Sir, will you tell all of them? 100%. More than 50 also I will tell. Because I want to show my expertism in NumPy Pandas so that you will get what is the beautiful knowledge. It exceeds your brain knowledge also sometimes. Because when you practice daily, you can hold everything. That's why slowly I will start my journey in the class. Once it comes to the highway, it will go in a different speed. So bus is started now. So we are going to enter into the different gullies, taking all passengers, then first gear, second gear, third gear, like that we'll enter. Convert it. How to do that? I'm going to enter here. For converting, directly I'm using one type of function today. What is my module name I imported already? NumPy as NP. NumPy as NP. In NumPy module, there is one function is there. That function name is called array. What is the function name? Array. Array is a function present in which module? NumPy. NumPy. Whose alias name is what? NP, which is taking one object. That object is called what? List. In a couple of days, I will talk about what are the number of approaches here. In a couple of days, in a coming 1 or 2 days, number of approaches to create an object of, ndarray. I am going to talk separately about this ndarray. How to create 1D, 2D, 3D, how to go for number of approaches. Almost I'm going to tell 16 approaches in that time, and further I'm going to tell the many more approaches. In that, one of the approach is which function? Array function. Array function. Like that, there are so many number of approaches are there, students. There are so many number of approaches are there. One of the approach I am going to take it. I will write the syntax for you. I will show the help of array function for you. All the things I will show you. Because the first 3, 4 days, 5 days is going to be a very important observable points you need to do. Because the directly telling something like normal thing, there is no use of attending my classes. Something more extraordinary I want to enter. So I'm converting. What is this now? NP dot array of LST. So I'm going to take it into A. What is that A? Object. Of which type? ndarray. ndarray is called class of which module? NumPy. So sir, print A comma type of A. Type of A. So I'm going to get it what? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Class ndarray of which type? NumPy. Are you okay? Next I'm going to write it. A is equal to A plus 1. LST is equal to LST plus 1 earlier. It is giving you which error? Vector based operation type error was giving, which is not possible. And vector based operation is possible in which case? Which case? Now, ndarray. ndarray. NumPy కొద్దిగా keep it your back. You speak out ndarray. ndarray is a part of what? NumPy module. So, vector based operations possible with which kind of object? ndarray. Print A, comma, type of A. Type of A. See the answer now. What I got it? 11, 21, 31, 41, 51. Got it or not? What is this operation is called? What is the vector based operation? Adding some special quantity to the given value is going to be known as what? Doing some manipulation, doing some operation on the given elements of ndarray is known as what? Vector based operation, which is possible on where? ndarray, which is not possible on where? List. Is it clear about it? So when you go to an interview point of view, the first question will be coming into the picture. What is the question? Why you are going for NumPy when already list data type is there in Python, they will ask you. If you say, I'm going for arrays to organize in ndarray, if you say already list is there in Python, why are you not storing list group of similar values? Why are you going for what? ndarray of NumPy. The first one you need to say what? On list, we cannot perform vector based operation. We can perform vector based operations on ndarray. Is it clear or not clear? Clear. Girls, clear, ma'am? Right. If we say like that, interview will say like that. Problem will come. Speak out. Is it clear? Like that. Boys, is it clear? Yes, Chinnaga. Slow. Right. Online students. Online students, is it clear for you? Don't go to physics. What is vector? Scalar. Again, I have to go for which is having direction. No more. I don't want to go to physics. I already said what is vector based operation meaning also I said. Adding some quantity, subtracting some quantity, multiplying some quantity to the value of what? ndarray object is called vector based operation. Directly, how can I use vector based operation in a simple manner? Are you getting me? Understand? Right. So don't try to move the pen like this, right? So you are not a something like this, moving like this. Try to listen. So come to the point. Are you following me? Because new students to digest my discipline is very difficult. Because they will have some free hand in the classes, but here it is almost all. I will never make you to turn the head like this. That is my commitment in the classes. That's why these many students are there in my classes. If I may leave you, you are already left in the engineering colleges. Still, if I leave you, there is no meaning. That's why I'll make you to be very strict in my classes. Subject also will be very strict. So come to the point back. Are you okay? Second difference I'm going to talk. Shall we? Right. One more thing I want to give you here. One more thing I want to tell you a small example. LST1 is equal to some value called 10, 20, 30, 40. 10, 20, 30, 40. This is my data. Of course, it's maybe whether you will get me or not, I don't know. LST1 is equal to 10, 20, 10, 20, 30, 40. See, 10, 20, 30, 40. This is called a list with a group of elements. Today, I want to represent something like a matrix format. Something like a matrix format. I want to take it. Something like a matrix format. Matrix means, rows and columns is known as what? So, 10, 20, 30, I want to go for like this. Then, how do you go for it? Online students, try to concentrate. I already said how to use Jupyter Notebook. I said already, give me 1 or 2 days time. I will tell you how to install Jupyter Notebook and all. First, you try to understand NumPy importance for a few days. For 1 or 2 days, still you try to understand. Don't make me to disturb in the flow of the class. So Raja T, how to set up Jupyter Notebook? I already said beginning of the class. Please give me 2 days time. I'll tell you how to install and then how to download. Okay, come to the point of it. Here, this is called my matrix. How do you represent this list data something like this? That is my question. Come on, answer all of you. Go to what I said in my regular sessions. This is my regularly I put the list like that. There is no mechanism available for you to directly write the data something like a matrix. But how you can do it, which I said to you in the class, you can go to where? You can go to where? I will go to list in list. List in list. Already I said to you in the class, list in list, tuple in list, list in tuple, so many 16 combinations I said. So there is no question of reshaping mechanisms in where? List. List never provides what? Reshaping mechanisms. Who will provide the reshaping mechanisms? NDRray will provide the reshaping mechanisms. If you want that mechanism called matrix mechanism, you have to go to what? I will take this kind of data. Like this, I will take it. Here I am going to take it. Here I am going to take it. Like this, I need to take it. This is known as what? Inner list. Inner list memory management also I said to you, if you remember. How to print this data? For value in LST1. For value in LST1, and you will be getting this kind of thing is coming something like this. Are you following me? Like that, I can go for this is looking like a small matrix looking like. One more element I will take it. List 2 I will take it. List 2 I am going to take list 2. Please observe it. List 2. What is my list 2? 1, 2. Here I am going to take 3, 4. I am going to take it. Print of for value in LST2. For value in LST2. Print of value 2 I am going to take it. Value 2 I am going to take it. This is also going to print value I will say. Value I will say. This is also going to print two matrices are there with me, which I represented in the form of inner list. Now today, I want to add both these matrices. Vector based operation, I want to do it. Is it possible to do LST1, LST1 plus LST2? Is it possible to do it? If I do LST1 plus LST2, they will be merged together. They will be merging together. They are not going to do. See, LST3 is equal to LST1 plus LST2. If I print LST3, it is becoming what? Merging together. They are merging now. First elements of LST1, second elements of LST1 will be concatenated together. You are going to get it. LST1 plus I need to write it. Plus I need to write these things. You are going to get merging these elements. If at all you want to print that for value in LST3, print of value, they are getting merged only here. They got merged. It is not doing any kind of calculation part. So it is not doing any kind of list values 1 plus list values 2 is not taking care. So what I want to do now? I have, what is this now? List 1 data is there. Get the list 1 data here. Plus list 2 data also I'm going to take it. List 2 data also I will take it. This list 1 data plus list 2 data I want to convert into which type? ndarray object. Convert list 1 and list 2 objects, that is the Python traditional objects, into which object? NDArray objects. Into what objects? NDArray objects. Come on now. A is equal to np dot array of lst1. More about array I will explain. Almost 45 to 50 minutes I will explain about what is array. At present I am using directly here. And B is equal to what? NP dot array of LST2. Both the things are converted into what type? So print of A, print of B. I will print A and B, both of them. I got it. A of them, both of them. You want to print separately about it? You please look at array. Only A, it is an array. Print only B, it is also an array. There I am going to write it. C is equal to A plus B. How simple it is. It is just like something like what? Addition of two matrices. Print of what here? C comma type of C. You will be getting. Is it called vector based operation doing or not? Vector based operation is doing. Vector based operation is doing. Which is not possible with what? List. List plus list will give you what? Merging of list. It is not giving you what? List 1 plus list 2 is giving merging, but it is not doing any calculation of addition of the matrices. If you want to get addition of the matrices, I will convert the traditional Python objects into which array objects? ND array object. Later, I will go for doing this type of calculation. Are you following me? So what is the first difference you are understanding in my class? On list, we cannot perform vector-based operation. On ND array, we can perform vector-based operation. Can I move to the next difference? Right, online students, did you understand this entire thing? Coming to the point of it, coming to this conclusion, is it clear about this entire thing? Next, I'm going to enter into memory management point of view. I'm going to talk about it. Memory management. How the list memory management, how the NumPy memory management I'm going to talk. So memory management of list data, I'm going to talk about it. Please come to that. LST is equal to, I'm going to take it 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I'm having something like this, 60. This is my data here I'm having. Especially speaking, inside what is happening here, I'm going to give you the clarity. This is my list data type. This is my list data type. And you already know indexing and slicing memory management I taught very perfectly for you. This is called 10, 20, and 30, and next is called 40, and next is called 50, and next is called 60. This is my given data. And it is having, this is called the overall list object, which is having some sort of address. Some sort of address 1, 2, 3. How do you find the address of it? ID of. This is called ID of. You are getting it. Do you know, student, each value in the list also will have an address. Each value in the list also will have an address. Here one address will be there. Here also one address will be there. Each element will be having different type of addresses. those addresses are not consecutive addresses. Elements of list are having IDs. Those IDs are not consecutive. Consecutive means not sequential. That means address of 10 is separate, address of 20. If it is my main memory, address of 10 is available somewhere else in one corner. Address of 20 is available in one corner. All the elements of the list are scattered. They are not clustered. At the time of retrieving the data of all these elements, it is very difficult and taking more amount of time. More amount of time. So performance of list-based applications are low because of elements of list are present in where? Different addresses. Sir, can you show me that? Because if you say only theoretical answer like blackboard, white chalk quiz like your colleges and all, they will ask you, show me the proof of it, write the code and show me, they will ask you. Now I'm going to show you the addresses. Please try to follow now. I'm going to write it for value in LST. For value in LST, print of, I'm printing the value. I'm printing the value. Here I will write it. Here I'm going to write it. In this case, I'm going to write the address and then this value. Format of format of value comma ID of value comma ID of what? LST. ID of LST. I hope you are following me now. So what I am printing? Value I am printing. That is a 10 I am printing. 10 address I am printing. ID of that list I am going to print. For all these values, what is the ID of list? Same. But the values inside the list are going to be called what? Different. If you know complete data types, then only will catch me. If you don't know the data types, only few days you can attend. After that, you cannot attend because you will get headache first of all. Because if you don't understand the deep subject, definitely you cannot understand it. So it is going to be called what here? ID of it. Any more bracket? Yes, bracket missing. You observe it. You observe it. So 10. These are all present into list. List address is going to be same, but each value in the list is not at all consecutive. They are completely having what address? Different address is there. That is nothing but the students in the class. The students in the class are available in the city across different corners or not. If I want to assemble them, will it take less time for me or more time for me? More time, because where the people are attending, which address they are attending, we don't know. It will be taking lot of time for me to assemble at one place. Are you following me? Suppose if the students are there at which place in two hostels consecutively, if they are present into three hostels, it is very easy for me to group them at a single place, right or not? I mean to say elements of list are what? Scattered. Elements of list are called what? Scattered, because they are having different addresses. Are you getting me? Now, even if I take a very big number of values also, if I take big number of values, 60, 70, 80, 70, 80, 90, some 23, 45, and then next is called 67, 78, 122, like this if I take it, they are all present into where? In the same list only, but they are having what? Completely different addresses are available. But when I go to which kind of concept? NDRA. They are going to group these elements in the form of clusters. In the form of clusters. Now I'm going to show you. Memory management of list data type. Here I'm going to come to where? Memory management of each object data. NDRA object data. I'm going to do it. So how do you do now, students? A is equal to NP dot array of what? LST. So I'm converting what data to what data? List data into NDRA. So I'm using constant function name called array of. Array of value in LST. Now I'm going to print it. That means I will write what here? A. What is the A object here? Iterable object I said. Iterable object. NDRA object. NDRA object is an iterable. LST is also iterable. Iterable means I can use through loops, I can retrieve the data. And these addresses you observe. Very, very important point you need to observe. So observe it. ndarray object. 1 minute, ma. This is called what? A. Not ndr. That one. See that. ndarray. ndarray object also will contain what? Same address. Observe the values here. Values. See students, very careful. 10, 10. Next is called what here? 40. Next is called what? 70. Next is called 23. Next is called 78. Are you observing that? These are all contains which address? Very good. These points are very, very important today. Next is called what? Next is called one more thing called what? 20, 20, 50. Next is called what? 80. And next is called 45. 45 and what? 122. Will contain what? Very good. Next I will go to what? Another kind of thing I will take. What is the next? 40, 30, 30 and 60, 60 and what? 90, 90 and what? 56 will contain what? Very good. Next I will go to one more 40 and then next what? 70. Next is called what? 23, 23 and what? 78. All these elements are, of course, 10 also. 10 also will be with this kind of thing. So my values are available at where? Three different places or not? These things are consecutive to each other. So tell me, instead of scattering the values and getting the data is easy now, or group of values clustering is easy now. CSC student block, ECE block, triple E block, like that mechanical block, like that different blocks. Which one is easier to retrieve the data more faster? ndarray ndarray memory management is effective memory management compared to what? Traditional Python object called list. Are you getting it? So what is the significance of this explanation says which data is faster to retrieve? ndarray. ndarray. Which data is slower in retrieval? List. Because list data is scattered. List data is what? Scattered. But ndarray object data is clustered. Cluster means what? In one place, some group of values. In another place, some group of values. In another place, some more group of values. Are you able to follow? So which one is going to take less time to retrieve the data? ndarray. The timing also I will measure. I will take the measurement of the timing also. And in the next class, I will show you the timing. Is it clear? Very good. What is the first difference? On list, vector-based operations cannot be performed. List data will take more time to retrieve the data because the list values are scattered in the main memory. When you come to ndarray, on ndarray object, we can perform vector-based operations. And vector-based operations is one. ndarray object values are clustered. Clustered. These are the two advantages so far. Next, one more advantage. Online students, are you getting me? Are you getting these points here? Are you able to understand these points now? Right. Next, I'm entering into the next discussion. One more memory space point of it, I will explain. Memory space point of it, I'm going to talk. Which one will take more memory space? I'm going to enter. Shall we? Right. Let us go to the point back. Here, I'm going to take it. So I'm going to talk about memory space point of it. Memory space point of it, I'm going to take. Memory space of which object? List object. I'm going to take. Students, if you come to it, list is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40. I will take these elements. I will take these elements. Some elements you take it. These are my elements. So I'm going to take it. It is nothing but a space complexity I am talking about. How do you measure the memory space of an object? Memory space of LST object is equal to memory space of LST object is equal to, there is a function which I used to tell in our classes, sys dot. What is the sys here? Module name. In that, there is a function name called what? Get size of what? LST. LST. What is the sys? Module. Import what? Sys. Sys module. It will take some bytes of memory space. Some value will be coming. You see what is the memory space? 104. Okay, now be careful. Memory space of which object? list object. For a group of values, for smaller number of values. Please follow me carefully. What is the point? Generally, people will say ndarray object will take less memory space, they will tell. And it is a fact. But in which case, that is an important. In all the time, directly ndarray object will take less memory space. Person like me will show HD cinema for you. Compulsory HD cinema they will show. You will say the answer, I will show opposite answer for you. Look at that. Now I am going to use it. This points I said already in the whoops features in the destructor garbage collection time. I was executed this code. How the garbage collector is internally eliminating the memory space. I explained this beautiful code for you. Coming to next one. Coming to ND array object. ND array object, I am going to take it. Sys dot list. Convert. A is equal to np dot array of lst. Memory space of each object, ND array object A is equal to sys dot memory space of what? A. See the beauty of it. All of you need to recognize this point. What is the memory space? 136. What is the memory space? How these people are saying ND array object will take less memory space. Don't know anything and they will tell something in the classes. And these days, people are saying, everybody is saying Python only. Don't know anything and they will disturb the students. As a doctorate in computer science, I would like to bring one thing. If anybody says something, don't try to believe your head like that. You ask them, show me the code first. This is a day one I used to tell to my Python students. Are you following? And if you say ND array object takes less memory space like that, they will show HD cinema for you. Definitely they will show like this. Is it taking less memory space? No. Let me move forward. Let me move forward. Now come to the point of it here. I will take it one more list here. Carry on. Online students, listen carefully. Here I am going to enter into one more data. Increase the number of values 70, 80, 90, 123, 45 like that. Say the memory space here. I got 152. Hold on. I will go to the same data. Same data. Please observe it. Which object I am taking again? ND array up. See the number of values earlier. See the number of values now. I am taking here A is equal to the same mechanism I am going to carry. Here also. Here also I am going to write it. Observe now. Observe the memory space, which is a very close to it. Are you observing it? Earlier it was having what? Some far away is there. Now I'm getting very close. Come on, start with a third attempt. Third attempt. Still, ND array object contains what memory? More memory. More memory. Still carry the third attempt. Like this, when you have to go to an interview to explain so perfectly for you. Enter what? List object. Go to some more values you store. Some more values you store. Comma. You store some more values like this. More number of values I placed it. So got my memory space. Same type of thing you convert into which type now? ND array. ND array object I am taking. ND array object I am taking. Observe now. Convert into which type? ND array. Convert into ND array. Now I am going to get it here. So try to observe it. Remove this. See here. More number of values compared to earlier one. See the beautiful answer now. What is an answer? 188. What is the earlier memory space? So what is the difference? Now you have to get a particularly. Go to the first attempt here again. How many values I am having? 6 values. What is the memory space? The same 6 values you are arranging in where? ND array. Definitely ND array object takes what? More memory space. For list data, again, more number of values. You are taking multiple values. 152 memory space. It is 156. But here, compared to the 3 attempts, 2 attempts, I'm taking more number of values here. Here I converted into ND array, which is coming to what? Less memory space. The conclusion is, when I'm having large samples of data, better to organize the elements in where? ND array. It is not recommended to organize in where? List. Is it clear? So, if you want to celebrate your first birthday, don't celebrate in the home. celebrate in the function hall because there is a more gathering is coming. So function hall is called which object? ndarray object. If you organize in your home, will the 1,000 people will fit it into your room? So it will become unorganized or not? So to organize more effectively, go to the function hall in the first birthday. Your 10th birthday, will you celebrate in function hall? Where do you celebrate? Home. So where to organize the data? Home is something like a list. Functional is something like an ndarray. Don't tell this example in interview. If you tell, they will ask who is your faculty. Don't tell my name. Just because you are looking like a simple different you are looking to catch you to make you to understand. I'm giving this example for you. Are you able to follow me? So what is your conclusion? Large samples of data. Where do you organize? Less number of samples of data. Interviewer will ask you. Less means how many they will ask you. Less means how many they will ask you. You have to give example. Suppose I want to organize Indian population details. What is that? Large sample. I want to organize my home details, our particular home details data, Indian population as well as home details population. Which one is a smaller? That you will store it in where? Indian population. That's all. Stars in the sky, right? Stars in the Birla Planetarium. Birla Planetarium is small planets are there. To organize that entire thing, we'll go for what? List. So stars in the sky. So small data you will organize in, large samples you will organize in. When you come to data science and artificial intelligence, machine learning, machines will understand the data smaller in quantity, na bigger in quantity, na bigger in quantity. Such a bigger in quantity data you will organize in where? But not in. So this is a one more important advantage. For smaller data, if you go to ndarray, ndarray will take what? More space. For large samples, if you store, it will take. That is the difference you have to observe. What is an answer you have to tell? What is an answer you have to tell? For organizing large samples of data, we go for what? For smaller in quantity, I will go for what? Like that. For directly, ndarray will take less memory space if you say, person like will show HD cinema for you. Understand? And you have to show this example. When you go to an interview, open your laptop and speak like this so that people will convince with you. If you say only buttifying something and trying to dump on some other space, they will not accept it. Okay? And the 2025, 2022, 3 onwards, industry completely changed it. What you are saying, they will try to enter into some tool or something else, they will evaluate. Even though they don't know, they will find the correct answer. That's why beginning only, if you show your answers in the through the laptop, they will be going for appropriate. Are you able to follow now? Right. Now I'm going to take up on this similarities. I said mutable. I said mutable means updatable or not. You can update or not. Indexing is there or not. What is an index of this AUC? Index of 0. Index means 10. 10, 10, 10. Are you following this? A, 10. This is a 10. I want to go for updating this value. A of 0. Somebody is asking, sir, can I update it? Something you are asking. You can update it. Why can't you update? Comma type of A. Type of A. Or is it getting updated or not? Earlier one is called what? 10. 10. Is it updated or not? Yes. And this is a mutable and all those things. I think you are following me. So what is the benefits of ndarray to use in my Python programming? Number one, vector based operations I can do. Number two, you are going to get the data is clustered. Only cluster adi kaadu. ndarray organizes the data in the form of clustered. Clustering means what? Group of values at one location, some other group of values in one more location, some other group of values in one more location. As an application developer, it is more than enough. But how it is organizing in clusters also I can tell. Under research level concept also I can explain. Internally, this is applying hashing mechanism. Hashing mechanism. In DSA, it is available. DSA hashing mechanisms are available. Internally, this hashing mechanism is followed. And if you go to very deep of the coding, And that much deep is not necessary for you. If you say clustered, that is more than enough. Boys cluster, girls cluster, that is separate. EC cluster, CSC cluster, group of values at one location. Next one is called what? Memory space point of view. What is the memory space point of view? For large samples of data, which one is the best one? ndarray. And one more kind of thing I want to tell you. Can I go for it? Right. Look at. See students, LST is equal to LST is equal to 10, 20, 30. 10 comma, row sum comma, and 34.67 comma 2. These are all called what? Different type of values I am organizing. LST comma, type of LST, like this I will print it. For value in LST, for value in LST, next line I will write it. True. Next line I will write it. For value in LST, print of value comma, type of value comma I am writing. So try to run this. You are getting list object contains int type, str type, float type, and bool type. That means list is allowing what? Heterogeneous values also getting allowed. But when you come to ND array, as I already said that arrays allows which elements? Homogeneous elements only allowed. That means even if I go to this concept into ND array, np dot what? Array of, what is this? LST. Here I will print that A and a type of A. Try to observe it. This is my data available. Please observe once. 10 is which type ma? Int. What is this now? str, float, and bool. If you observe very seriously, all of them are going to be which type? 10 within the single quote, object with row sum in the single quote, single quote, single quote. That means internally, automatically these values are promoted to the higher type automatically in ND array. Why it is converting into automatically to higher type? Because to treat all the values as which type? Same type. Arrays will contain which type? That means even though we organize the data in which type, different type of elements, when I come to ND array, it is automatically converted into which type? Higher type. Same type only, no doubt. Which type? Higher type. Which is the higher type? In our typecasting of Python, we learned it. Int can be converted into float, float can be converted into different things. But all of them can be converted into easily into what? str. str of function I said. Did you remember that? So it is converted automatically into which type? str. Sir, I don't want to convert into str type, sir. I want to convert them as it is like that only, sir. Now you see, sir, I will take it, comma, d type is equal to object. D type is equal to object. And don't worry about it. I will explain this. In our Python classes, there is a super class for all the classes in Python called what? Object. Object is a superclass for all the classes in Python. For int class, float class, bool class, for every class, there is a superclass called what? Object. Now I am saying 10 row sum, etc. Don't convert it into which type? str type. Please convert into what type? Super type. Super type. All of you. Look at, you are called what? List. Class list. In the bracket, what is there? What is an object? Super class for all the classes in Python. For int also, I will go to int type also, I will take it. Help of int. Help of int. I am taking. Int also, class int. What is the super type? Object. For anything you take it. Help of, I will take it here. Help of, what I am writing here? Float. Float, class float. Who is a super type? Object. For every class, what is the super type? So I'm telling to my Python environment, please take all of these are which type? Don't convert it into which type? str type. See that now, students, it is going to be as it is that elements are there. Those elements are taken as it is, but they are internally treated as what type? Object. This is also one of beautiful question in interview point of view. What is that? What is that question? Can we convert? Can we convert? Can we organize group of elements in? Can we convert group of different elements into same type? Or can we organize different type of elements into ndarray? Come on, where are you? Do you know English or not? What is this elements type? Is it coming in the same type in ndarray or not? Which type? That means can I organize different type of elements in ndarray or not? Which type? You are which type? You are which type? Boys type or not? ఏం రాదు జనరల్ నాలెడ్జ్ లేదు సబ్జెక్ట్ నాలెడ్జ్ ఎందుకై మీరు వాట్ ఇస్ యువర్ టైప్ వాట్ ఇస్ యువర్ టైప్ ఇలా నేర్చుకోవాలి ఇలా గురించి ఉత్తగా బ్యాగ్ వేసుకొని వచ్చి కూర్చుంటే రాదు వాట్ ఇస్ యువర్ టైప్ వాట్ ఇస్ యువర్ టైప్ వాట్ ఇస్ మై టైప్ టీచర్ టైప్ బాయ్స్ టైప్ గర్ల్స్ టైప్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ దెమ్ ఆర్ వాట్ స్టూడెంట్స్ టైప్ ఓన్లీ వాట్ ఇస్ అ స్టూడెంట్ super type of boys type girls type teacher is also one day one student so all of them are which type right outside some citizens are there they are also called your type my type citizen type customers type all of them are what citizens of india citizen is called what super type of all of them dog donkey cat mat all those things are which type animal type you got it or not all plants are which type plant type plant is what super type of all the types like that in python who is a super type so can I organize different type of elements in ndarray which type will they treat different type or same type what is the type so object is a super type of all the types in python so this is also one more thing array means they will think it is a similar type but ndarray is containing which elements different type of elements are there though I organize a different type of elements internally treated as which type similar type whose type is object type in whoops level I used to tell in inheritance this concept are you getting me so if you go to this place for value in a for value in a print of value comma type of value so you see this now carefully what is the type though I'm organizing like that they are treated as object only but when I'm printing it is having different type only so different elements I'm organizing in ndarray but all of them are treated as which type only object type only is it clear or not clear yes so what are the basic differences now what are the basic differences last difference you tell me list cannot organize all the elements in the same type int type float type bool type str type different elements only can be treated it is not supposed to be used as array why different type of elements are a different type only but I want to treat all of them as which type so the best way to organize the elements in array in the form of ndarray only because everything internally treated as which type object type speak properly first are you getting me can I organize different type of elements in ndarray which type right so who can hold different type of elements in similar type which object ndarray object list object stores different elements as different type only it is not fit to take it as array it is supposed to take which one is a pure array ndarray object because everything treated as which type object type clear or not clear right these differences you need to take so what is the overall conclusion here number one vector based operations I can perform on ndarray number two the data in ndarray is a clustered which is a fast to retrieve the data number three is called what less memory space for large sampling of data number four is what even though I organize the elements in different type internally taken as which type similar type whose type is object type which is a super type of all the data types in python catched my points so tomorrow if you go to an interview point of view why I will use numpy programming you have to explain so perfectly like this here there is no chance of forgetting because I am showing everything in the coding level getting me right so next class when I come back I will show you some different type of extra advantages of this kind of thing okay today I will send you what introduction part in the notes only little introduction I will send and some small differences I will tell you okay right so want to tell something voice nunchala okay So boys, you wait. Girls will have 33% reservation. చదువులో కాదు, ఓన్లీ కోడ్ స్కాన్ చేసుకోవడం. చదువులో ఇఫ్ యూ గో టు కంపెనీ, దర్ ఇస్ నో రిజర్వేషన్ విల్ బి గివెన్. Same only. They will not see your 33% or something. Okay, go faster. Scan it and then boys, you wait. Online students, class is completed. Now you hold on. You hold on. So these examples also I will share it, my dear students. Today I will send you some introduction part. Tomorrow, where are you going? Sit down. Sit down there. Sit down. First you go and sit down. Sit down. Sit down there. First you sit down there. Sit down there. Hey, sit down. Online students, you hold on. If any doubts are there, I'll clarify within few seconds. You hold on for a few seconds. I will connect to you. Are you following? Boys, ఏమైనా exercise చేస్తున్నాం? Are you following? Are you following? Are you following the class? Following? Yes. Are you following? So tell me what I said today. What are the differences you tell me? Differences. Huh? Where you can do. Where you can do. Lista and arena. Next. And one more. Huh? Class data. What class data? Not proper. Sit down. Yourself. Interview will ask tomorrow these questions. Vector-based operations possible with ndarray. Like that. Next. For large sampling of data. Don't tell half and don't try to escape. So you need to tell complete answers. Okay. Anyway, I will give the notes. Read that notes. Sit down. So daily refer the Python data types. All of you daily refer the Python data types. Seriously, you refer and then come. Functions. So many functions I said. All of them refer and come. Completed, huh? Completed? Okay, boys. Or I will give, because today you have to make them to understand what is an NumPy. Yes. Because this have to. Online students, Shivashankar, Shivashankar. Shivashankar. Next, Virendra Kumar. Next, Shanmukh. Virendra Kumar. Something like Chandra Shahu. How much percentage of data science course covers this topic? See, my dear student, here my assignment of this topics is about NumPy, Pandas, and then Matplotlib. So I don't mind to enter into any level of data science, but this is having some restriction is there, na? NumPy, Pandas, and everything. So which is a part of data science to learn it. This is compulsory to follow. Okay, na? Chandra Shahu. So Virendra Kumar.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, Virendra. Tell me.
Right now, no, sir.
No doubts, na?
No, sir.
Okay, ma. Your hand raising symbol is there. That's why I'm calling you. Okay, next Shiva Shankar. Okay, not getting any of the kind of thing. Raghu Vishnu. Sir, my Jupyter notebook NumPy version is 2.1.3. No issue. You can do it. Perfectly, you can do it, ma. So, perfectly no issue. So, fine. So, Jahir. Sir, you told you will send notes of Python zip file. Yes, ma. I will keep it. I will keep it. 11 o'clock, right? 11 o'clock notes, correct? Yes, I will keep it, ma. I'll keep it. Today only I will keep it. Now only I will keep it. Don't worry about it. Right. Satya Venkat. Sir, you said that you will give 2 zip files. Yes, ma. Satya Venkat. Now only I will keep it. Definitely. I'll keep it. Right. NIT admin Kavya. Online students, if you have any doubts, contact me, admin Kavya. Seema, you have to tell admin Kavya. You have to take up. Any doubts means you cannot answer the subject doubts, na? Regarding the administrative active kind of doubts, you have to tell. Admin related active doubts you need to say. That is the point. Any doubts means they will ask you some subject doubts to you. That will be a problem for you. Shiva Mishra. Shivam Mishra.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Shivam.
Sir, I want to know that PyCharm or yeah, Jupyter, which is best, sir, for
Jupyter,
using?
Jupyter. All the data science model like NumPy, Pandas will be on Jupyter notebook
So
always.
now we will use Jupyter, not
Yes.
PyCharm, na?
PyCharm you can use it for not for permanent purpose. Only you try to work on
But
this.
how to use in laptop, sir, in Windows 10?
Which
How I
one?
will download? Yes, sir. Sorry, Jupyter, sir.
I will tell you. I said in the beginning, 1 or 2 days time you give. I will tell you the installation procedure for you. Okay, na?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Right. Next, Chandra Shahu.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Chandra. Tell me.
Sir, actually, I want to know that
Hmm.
if any classes, previous classes, have you taken any C language classes, sir?
No, ma. C language I did not take it because it's a way.
Do you have any notes, sir?
No, ma. No, I don't have the notes.
Because I previously I shown that some logical concepts of C, Python, you have told that in the
Okay, Adi, very long back. Very long back. I said that is a logic building skills with C, Python, Java. That kind of skill I taught. Very long back.
Okay.
Very
Thank
long back. That too, not for a long time. Only for 10, 15 days I took it. I hope so.
you. Okay. If you
Okay,
have
na?
the C language notes, then I
No,
need.
ma, I don't have the notes. If I would have been that, I would share it. I don't have the notes now.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you,
Right.
sir.
Okay. Next, another student is Rushikesh. 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 Vinash.
Hello, sir. May I audible?
Yes, Abhinash, tell me.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir,
Yes,
you say the IDs are used in industry level. Which IDs are mostly used in industry levels?
I said already. For full stack Python development, we use PyCharm. For data science level, like NumPy, Pandas, and all those things, we use Jupyter Notebook.
Most of industry use these IDs, sir.
Yes, you can use other IDs also, but most of them will prefer to go for like this.
Which one is most compatible? Jupyter, Python, maybe VS Code.
Two things you need to know. One is a PyCharm for full stack Python development, and for data science, you need to know about Jupyter Notebook.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right. Okay. Prashant, hello sir. Good afternoon. The speed was a little too high today, and yesterday, especially while learning. So somewhere I don't understand a bit. Could you please slow down a speed? Okay, Prashant, no issue about it. So no issue. Little slow I will teach. No problem. Little slow I will teach. Yes, Brahmanaidu. How will we decide which dimension of array we need to use for our? I will tell you. In the classroom, we are going to see. In the coming classes, I'll tell you Brahmanaidu. All of them. Syed Hussain. The project sees EDA based on this course, correct? Yes. Exactly. This is going to be done on this level only. Okay, fine. No issue about it. And one more student is having Vijay Anthony. Database memory management of list data or list address are not sequential. They are clustered, reducing performance. So, okay, that values are showing only. So, but no more question is asked about it. So, hmm, what is your doubt, my dear student? What is your doubt? So, Abhishek, how much will be the duration of this batch, sir? 45 days, I said no, already. Already I said, Ashish, today class is speed. Can you decrease the speed? Please tell the link of Python class speed. Okay, ma. I will reduce my little bit speed. I will reduce it. I'll go little slow also. No problem. Tomorrow I will take up that. Okay, now. Right. Thank you, students. All the best. Don't miss the next class tomorrow. Very, very important. All the best.